Since the end of the Second World War, relations between the United States and Russia have steadily worsened, marked by mounting tensions over decades. Amid these rivalries, rumors hint at a groundbreaking American innovation, an anti-gravity aircraft. If real, this advanced technology could redefine modern warfare. But does such a craft truly exist? And if so, what are its capabilities? And what breakthroughs led to its development? Join us as we unveil the new anti-gravity aircraft that the United States is testing to combat Russia. American aviation companies have pushed the boundaries of technology and worked on secret projects for years, and some of these projects have been well hidden until now. These secret projects can be linked to a particular region, the Antelope Valley. Antelope Valley, nestled between Palmdale and Lancaster, California, is home to some of the most advanced military facilities and top aerospace contractors. Here you'll find Skunk Works, the secretive division of the U.S. Air Force responsible for advanced aviation projects. Alongside industry giants like Northrop Grumman, Boeing, and NASA's Armstrong Flight Research Center. Just a short distance north lies Edwards Air Force Base, a hub for military testing, and further out, the Naval Air Weapons Station at China Lake. Adding to its mystique is the infamous Area 51 at Groom Lake, known for its extraterrestrial activity. Among its remarkable creations is the TR-3A Black Manta, a hypersonic reconnaissance aircraft born from a covert collaboration between the United States Air Force and Northrop Grumman, the same team that developed the legendary B-2 Spirit stealth bomber. The TR-3A Black Manta stands out with its sleek, triangular design that prioritizes stealth. Unlike conventional aircraft, it lacks protruding wings, making it harder to detect on radar. Its surface is coated with a radar-absorbing material that enhances its invisibility, showcasing a focus on innovation and secrecy. While the Aurora project remains a mystery, the TR-3A represents a significant step toward next-generation aviation. The F-35 advanced design enables it to alter its radar signature, making it appear as different objects to avoid detection. But the story takes a fascinating twist with the mysterious TR-3B aircraft. Allegedly powered by an anti-gravity engine, reverse-engineered from a crashed alien spacecraft, the TR-3B ties into reports of UAPs performing impossible maneuvers, blending science fiction with real-life technology. Many stories online suggest the TR-3B's anti-gravity engine works by using nuclear energy to spin mercury at high pressure, creating plasma and generating a gravitational field. Some of these tales trace back to Operation Paperclip, a program that brought over 1,500 German scientists to the U.S. after the Second World War to advance military technology. Post-war rumors about advanced Nazi technology have further fueled these myths about the TR-3B. While these claims may seem unbelievable, some evidence backs them up. For instance, an anti-gravity drive like the one said to power the TR-3B would require an enormous power source far beyond current aviation engines. Interestingly, Lockheed Martin holds a patent for small cold fusion reactors, compact enough to fit in an F-16 fighter. This suggests that a similar energy source could be used in futuristic aircraft. Another intriguing development involves Dr. Salvatore Pias, a reported aerospace engineer linked to the U.S. Space Force. In 2020, the U.S. Navy filed patents for groundbreaking technologies, including gravitational wave generators and space-time manipulation weapons, technologies that sound straight out of science fiction. Despite skepticism from many scientists, the Navy's investment in Pias's work indicates a genuine interest in exploring these advanced concepts. The Northrop Grumman B-2 Spirit, or stealth bomber, is another example of cutting-edge American military technology. Developed between 1989 and 2000, this heavy bomber uses specialized technology to avoid radar detection and penetrate enemy defenses. Its development, which began during the Carter administration, was a major leap forward in stealth technology and continues to play a crucial role in modern aerial combat. The promising potential of this new project led to the cancellation of the faster E-1A bomber, as it became clear that the emerging stealth technology offered a more effective solution. By the mid-1970s, military aircraft designers had stumbled upon a groundbreaking method to avoid missiles and enemy interceptors, what we now know as stealth technology. This innovation aimed to create aircraft with special shapes and materials that could reflect or absorb radar signals, making them nearly invisible to radar detection. As a result, stealth aircraft could fly undetected and avoid attacks from radar-dependent weapon systems. While other detection methods, like infrared scanners and acoustic locators existed, they were limited in range and still in the early stages of development. This meant that stealth aircraft could fly without detection, particularly at night, when radar systems were even less effective. In 1947, DARPA, the U.S. government's Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, took a bold step by asking U.S. aviation companies to propose designs for aircraft that could evade radar entirely. Northrop and McDonnell Douglas were selected to take their concepts further, but Lockheed, with its experience from earlier projects like the A-12 and SR-71, also entered the competition. These previous projects had already incorporated several key elements of stealth technology, such as angled vertical stabilizers, the use of composite materials, and radar-absorbing paint. However, the real game changer came when aircraft designers began utilizing computer models to create aircraft with faceted surfaces, specifically designed to minimize radar reflections. Lockheed, building on these early advancements, began developing these ideas in 1975 with the Have Blue project, an experimental aircraft designed to test stealth concepts. By the summer of that year, DARPA had launched the Experimental Survivability Testbed project, awarding contracts to both Northrop and Lockheed for initial testing. Lockheed's success in this phase ultimately led to the further development of the F-117, one of the first true stealth attack aircraft, which became an iconic symbol of stealth technology. Meanwhile, Northrop was working on its own classified project, Tacit Blue, at the highly secretive Area 51, marking another significant leap forward in the field of stealth aircraft development. The stealth technology developed through the Tacit Blue project, which began in 1979, played a pivotal role in advancing key technologies such as low observables, fly-by-wire systems, curved surfaces, composite materials, and electronic intelligence. This innovation directly contributed to the design of the B-2 stealth bomber, marking a revolutionary shift in modern aerial combat capabilities. By 1976, the advancements in stealth technology had progressed enough to make the idea of a long-range strategic stealth bomber a viable option, prompting President Jimmy Carter to take notice of these developments in 1977. This awareness led to the cancellation of the B-1 bomber project in early 1978, signaling a major shift in military strategy. Following the success of the Have Blue stealth aircraft, which had effectively demonstrated the key concepts of stealth, further studies were commissioned to explore these technologies more deeply. As the 1980 presidential election approached, Ronald Reagan criticized President Carter's defense policies, using the B-1 cancellation as a major point of contention. In response to the growing debate over defense capabilities, the Carter administration revealed on August 22, 1980, that the Department of Defense was actively developing stealth aircraft, including a new bomber. This revelation marked the beginning of the Advanced Technology Bomber Program, which started in 1979 under the active code name Aurora. As the competition for the development of this new stealth bomber intensified, two primary teams emerged as contenders: Northrop Boeing and Lockheed Rockwell. Both companies proposed flying wing designs, with Northrop drawing on its experience from the YB-35 and YB-49 projects to present a larger design, while Lockheed's design included a small tail. In 1979, designer Hal Markarian sketched a concept that closely resembled the final B-2 design. Initially, the Air Force aimed to acquire 165 of these advanced bombers. However, after careful consideration, Northrop's design, known as Senior Ice, was selected over Lockheed's Senior Peg, and the bomber was eventually designated the B-2, nicknamed the Spirit. Throughout the development process, the mission profile for the B-2 shifted from high-altitude bombing to low-altitude terrain-following operations, which added significant complexity to the project. This shift delayed the aircraft's first flight by 2 years and increased the program's cost by approximately $1 billion. By 1989, an estimated $23 billion had been invested in the B-2's research and development. Meanwhile, MIT engineers and scientists were hired to assess the aircraft's mission effectiveness under a classified contract, ensuring that the bomber's design met the rigorous demands of modern warfare. During the 1980s, Northrop took the lead as the prime contractor for the B-2 bomber program, working alongside major subcontractors such as Boeing, Hughes, and VA Aircraft. The design and development of the B-2 were carried out under a veil of extreme secrecy, to the point where the project was classified as a black program, requiring all personnel involved to have top-secret clearance. While the B-2 program maintained an air of secrecy, it was slightly less covert than the Lockheed F-117 program, with more federal officials aware of its existence and more information becoming available both during its development and after its deployment. Despite this, extraordinary measures were taken to protect the design and technology behind the B-2. Anyone working on the B-2 bomber had to undergo rigorous background checks by a specialized branch of the U.S. Air Force. The project's secrecy even extended to a former Ford automobile assembly plant in Pico Rivera, California, which was repurposed and extensively rebuilt for the bomber's production. Employees at the plant were sworn to secrecy, and to ensure that no leaks occurred, military officials frequently visited the site in civilian attire. Additionally, staff members were regularly subjected to polygraph tests. For many years, almost all information about the program was kept from the Government Accountability Office and Congress. It wasn't until the mid-1980s that any details about the B-2 were disclosed to the public. The B-2 was first revealed on November 22, 1988, at the United States Air Force Plant 41 in Palmdale, California, where it had been built. Despite this public reveal, the event was highly restricted, and guests were not allowed to view the bomber's rear section. However, eagle-eyed editors from Aviation Week noticed that there were no airspace restrictions above the site and took aerial photographs of the aircraft's secretive rear section, which included hidden engine exhausts. While the B-2 marked a significant leap forward in stealth technology, there was one more key development that made the B-2 more than just a concept: the Lockheed F-117 Nighthawk. The development of the F-117 was shrouded in such secrecy that even top Pentagon officials were unaware of its existence. The mystery surrounding the F-117 sparked a great deal of intrigue, with stories circulating about unusual sightings in the sky and reports of strange, unidentified shapes. The limited information available about the aircraft only added to the legend, leading to the widespread belief that the U.S. military was developing a new stealth fighter, rumored to be the F-19. The secrecy surrounding the F-117 played a crucial role in creating a sense of mystery and excitement around its eventual reveal. Many initially believed that a mysterious fifth-generation aircraft, known as the F-19, was non-existent, with some even seeing model kits like the Revell monogram, which featured designs called Hillary and Chester. These models were supposedly based on photos taken at Area 51. However, when the F-117 was finally revealed to the public in late 1988, any speculation about the existence of the F-19 quickly vanished. The choice of the misleading designation F-117 was likely a strategic move to conceal the true purpose of this American aircraft from the Soviet Union. After the F-117 made its combat debut during Operation Desert Storm, its capabilities became known worldwide, and the stealth fighter quickly proved its effectiveness in the field. Yet, after one of these aircraft crashed, a significant international incident occurred. The People's Republic of China, eager to access advanced military technology, sought permission from the Yugoslav government to examine the wreckage. This access granted the Chinese government a chance to study the guidance systems and heat-resistant components of the F-117's engine nozzle. Former Croatian military officials even claimed that agents from the People's Republic of China combed the crash site for parts, with some going so far as to purchase components from local farmers to gain further insight into the advanced technology used in the aircraft. As the secrets of the F-117 began to unfold, a new chapter in stealth aircraft development emerged. This time, the collaboration between McDonnell Douglas and Boeing led to the creation of a groundbreaking aircraft known as the Bird of Prey. This fascinating plane earned its nickname due to its uncanny resemblance to majestic birds of prey in flight. What made the Bird of Prey truly stand out was its remarkably low radar profile achieved through a highly innovative aerodynamic design. Engineers paid great attention to detail, ensuring that no gaps were left exposed in the aircraft's structure. Flexible casings were used to cover these gaps, and the cockpit, Landing gear, wings, and fuselage were carefully aligned to avoid any protrusions, enhancing the aircraft's stealth capabilities. Even the engine air inlet was cleverly concealed to further minimize radar detection. The development of the bird of prey marked a significant advancement in stealth technology as it utilized cutting-edge computer simulations to predict the aircraft's performance accurately, cementing its place as an important milestone in the evolution of stealth aviation. This innovative approach allowed engineers to create component prototypes that closely mirrored the final product, marking a significant shift from older, traditional methods. Before the aircraft took to the skies, many doubted whether this futuristic design could even fly. To prove the concept, Chief Pilot Rudy Haug famously crafted a paper model of the aircraft, the bird of prey, which elegantly flipped in the air before soaring, astonishing onlookers. In 1996, Haug piloted the bird of prey, making history and revolutionizing aircraft design and construction. This groundbreaking achievement was a pivotal moment in aviation. Today, the bird of prey is no longer hidden away in secret locations like Area 51. Instead, it proudly resides at the National Museum of the U.S. Air Force in Wright-Patterson, Ohio, where visitors can experience it up close and learn about its profound impact on aviation technology. The unveiling of anti-gravity aircraft and advanced stealth technology ushered in a new era of military aviation, where the United States continues to make remarkable strides. The development of extremely advanced fighter jets with capabilities that defy the imagination suggests that the U.S. has cracked the code of next-generation technology. As these projects evolve, they hold the potential not only to revolutionize military capabilities, but also to expand our understanding of science and technology itself. It is clear that the United States is pushing the boundaries of what is possible, continually developing technologies that challenge the limits of physics. With each advancement, it becomes increasingly evident that there are no limitations to the potential technological breakthroughs the U.S. can achieve. Looking ahead to the future, the United States' sixth-generation fighter jet is rapidly taking shape, sparking excitement and anticipation across the aviation world. A recent Air Force review has backed the idea of developing a manned next-generation fighter jet, according to sources speaking to Breaking Defense. This comes as debates heat up over the future of the costly Next Generation Air Dominance, or NGAD program, which was paused earlier this year. Although the Trump administration holds the final say on whether to move forward with NGAD, the review's findings could make a strong case for reviving the program and awarding a contract for the advanced fighter. Air Force Secretary Frank Kendall confirmed that the analysis supports a manned next-gen fighter, but noted that factors like cost will play a key role in the final decision. Reports suggest that while there's value in developing a next-generation crewed fighter, the proposed NGAD design comes with steep costs that might be hard to justify. There's concern about whether prioritizing NGAD aligns with the Department of the Air Force's budget and strategic goals. Officials are also exploring alternatives and weighing the risks and costs of different options, leaving all possibilities open for now. The NGAD program has been temporarily paused as the Air Force grapples with budget constraints, emerging threats, and competing priorities. One major focus has shifted to the development of drone wingmen, known as collaborative combat aircraft, which could significantly enhance the capabilities of manned fighters and play a key role in the NGAD ecosystem. Another factor in the delay is how the fighter would integrate with agile combat employment, a strategy that relies on widely dispersed bases to avoid devastating attacks. Concerns about the vulnerability of these bases and the need for supporting elements like a next-gen tanker have added complexity to the decision-making process. To address these challenges, Air Force leaders brought in experts and researchers for a thorough review, aiming to finalize their approach in time for the fiscal 2026 budget. However, the decision has been deferred to the incoming Trump administration. While no details of the analysis have been shared, officials hint that the NGAD concept is nearly ready, though further review might be requested by the new administration. The Air Force's hesitation over the NGAD program sent ripples through the defense industry, which had been preparing for a major decision after a decade of development. Companies like Boeing and Lockheed Martin are rumored to be top contenders for the contract to produce what could be the world's first sixth-generation fighter jet. Beyond the aircraft itself, the NGAD project carries big implications for engine technology. It's expected to use a cutting-edge adaptive power plant, promising breakthroughs in fuel efficiency and thrust. GE Aerospace and Pratt & Whitney are in fierce competition to build this engine under the next-generation adaptive propulsion program. While the Air Force recognizes the need for a sixth-generation fighter, securing the funding to continue development is uncertain. Budgets are stretched thin by other expensive programs like the F-35, B-21 Raider stealth bomber, and the Sentinel ICBM system, whose costs have skyrocketed. Air Force Secretary Frank Kendall remains optimistic about building a sixth-generation fighter, though he hinted it might include an unmanned option. He emphasized that modern threats, especially from China, demand a new approach. Meanwhile, the role of the incoming Trump administration in shaping NGAD's future is unclear. Elon Musk, a key Trump ally and advocate for government efficiency, has already voiced his opinion, declaring on X that manned fighter jets are obsolete in the age of drones. What this means for NGAD remains to be seen. Thanks for watching. While you are still here, click on the link on your screen to check out another of our videos. See you there.